bloody hell. Let me bring me up on screen here. What is going on, peoples? That was 6 months ago, you know. 6 months ago. Big up, Chris. Liverpool chat. Definitely not the time to throw away a game. Better beat Villa. Oh, we'll be there. We'll be there. Nah, it's peak. That was 6 months ago, you know. That video was from 6 months ago, and if I'm looking at the time, that was 6 months ago, 28th of April. We were crowned Premier League champions, or league champions, whatever you want to call it, for the 20th time in English football. And we all got mad giddy. We all thought, yes, this is going to be it now. Slot's going to have a madness. It's going to be something we've never seen before. Jurgen Klopp couldn't get this. Benitez didn't have this. And we're going to have millions upon millions of hundreds to spend on players. And we're 6 losses in 7. We throw away a cup game. And our title-winning manager is moving like a Ten Hag regen, which is what Toski called him before, bruv. Moving like a Ten Hag regen, you know, is a mix of Arteta arrogance and Ten Hag delusion, or switch them around if that's how you believe. Like, it's not great at all, bruv. It's actually peak, but man, yeah, what a time to be a Liverpool fan. What a time. We'll get into it. What I've said, what many people have said. I just want to play that at the start so you guys know what we were celebrating 6 months ago. And many Liverpool fans, rightfully so, we thought, you know what? This is it. New players in, Isak, Wirtz, adding this player, that player. All right, defense still questionable. Defense is still suspect. And we thought, that's all right. We'll do it because Slot is a tactical genius and whatnot. Man has had his pants pulled down in 6 of the last 7 games. And we'll look at some comments from some other people on some chats and whatnot. But, like, it's just mad to me how some people are out there saying, no, he can still turn it around. I still back him. I have not seen anything in 6 games where we've lost to say, yeah, give him some time because he can make it happen. Oh, but he won us the league. Okay, cool. And now he's sabotaging the league. So what do we do then, bruv? It's actually mad. First of all, I have to apologize. I have to wholeheartedly apologize. I like to believe I'm a man of honor and dignity. And I have to say, I am sorry, because I was one that said the games we were winning, yes, we weren't playing well, but we were winning the games anyways. And let's talk about performances after 8 to 10 games. And here we are now, and we are absolutely shithouse. We are bad. And all I need to say is I was wrong. And I need to fix up myself. But I'm not as bad as some other Liverpool fans out there. Some were saying that it's going to be a walk in the park. It's Isak, it's Wirtz, it's Slot's tactical adaptability. It's playing, Salah again, killing it. All sorts of things. The midfield with Gravenberch and whatnot, Van Dijk, Alisson. And it's just an absolute mess at the moment. So I have to say I apologize, because that, from me, I thought, yeah, get your wins and then, build on performances. And to be fair, no one's really had performances where you're like, yeah, it's clear, it's stand out. Like, even Arsenal, even though they're leading the league right now, they've had some performances where they haven't looked great, but their defense has got them out of tight spots, or keepers pulled off a save, which was us a few seasons ago. Now, in this current moment in time, not so much. However, I do have a few things to say here. First of all, I want to look at what Slot said in his post-match, and then I want to dissect what he said and give you some of my takes, because there's some absolute shithouse, piss-poor excuses this man was giving in his post-match presser, where a lot of the comments are even on this man's case as well right now, which I never thought I'd actually see, but lo and behold, here we are, ladies and gents. So smash the likes up. Thank you for being here live or on the replay. Big up, Tyler. Slot, just BS. Bro, we're going to get into it right now. Big ups to you, man. We're going to get into it right now. So, there we go. There's Arne Slot. La, 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 la. Arne Slot. La, 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 lying. Let's hear what this man had to say here. Hopefully, we can all hear this.
Good, faithful.
How big a blow is it to be out of the Carabao Cup, and when you
look back at your selection, would you pick the same team again, or any regrets?
What was your first
How
word?
big a blow have you not?
Blame? Blow, okay. Now, it's always a blow to lose a game of football, especially if it leads to going out of a competition. But it's the same selection I did tonight as I did last season in rounds like this. There are many reasons maybe why we've lost 5 out of 6 or 6 out of 7. None of them are good enough to accept losing so many. So I can come up with arguments or reasons, but none of them will how do you say this? Will be enough to go to that standard, because at Liverpool.
There are no excuses, bruv. There are no excuses. And for him to say we played these sorts of players last season, bro, I do not believe that we played a completely changed lineup of youngsters, players we never heard of before, and not have anyone on the bench. Not have anyone on the bench at least to bring off to try and make something happen, bruv. I don't believe that for a second.
Losing 5 out of 6, 6 out of 7 is always too much. But if I look at our performance against Brentford, to use that as an example, 2 days after we played Frankfurt away.
Yeah, 2 days after we played Frankfurt away, he's already putting in there, oh, we only had 2 days turnaround. Bruv, you had hundreds of millions to build a squad. Yes, we spent, you know, a couple of hundred of that million on 2 players, but those 2 players should be bringing us results right now. Care of you.
I saw there a team that maybe struggled with playing 3 games in 7 days. Again, not an excuse, but to lose that game of football, which is not a complete surprise to me if I see the struggle some players have had in pre-season and players that came from different leagues, and it's a new challenge for them to play at Premier League and Champions League level 3 games in 7 days. So again,
bruv, we're at the end of October. What is this? It's a challenge for them to play. You think Wirtz never played Champions League and Bundesliga games like that, or German Cup games? You think Ekitike didn't do that for Frankfurt? Like Isak didn't play that for Newcastle? What is this bullshit, bruv? Alright, cool. Thanks for the spam, bruv. I see the fam zone, but fucking hell, bro. Relax. And I'll make videos about whatever the fuck I want to make videos about, bruv.
In 2 days we play Villa. And yeah, the last time I played a player that we thought was ready for that program, but it turned out maybe that he wasn't, was Alexander Isak, where he went out with an injury. Last time we played Southampton, Giovanni Leone went out with an injury in a game like this, and we got the red card for Hugo Ekitike after 2 yellows. And I think at this moment of time, with only 15, 16 players available, and I'm talking then about players of our squad available, and then to add to that this club has always used this competition for their academy players as well. So for the non-starters and academy players, this
competition has never been used for the academy players. Like, managers in the past would rotate because I don't want to risk putting the seniors in there for risk of injury or giving them rest and whatnot. But it's not an exercise to put youngsters in there, bro. Last season, it wasn't an exercise for youngsters. Why is it now? We slapped up Tottenham at home with Van Dijk and Diaz and everyone else playing, bro. What is this bullshit, bro?
To me, it's the right decision, but and I haven't changed my opinion about that after the results, because with our starters, we haven't been able to win a lot from Palace as well.
Obviously, you've been able to sort of protect your first team players, your senior players from injury tonight. Do you worry though that it might put a bit more pressure on that game on Saturday, more expectation, having given those players a rest tonight?
Hell yes.
I don't think it's possible if you lose 5 out of 6 that there's now after 6 out of 7 even more pressure. So
oh, yes, there is. There's a fuck ton more pressure now because you've rested the first team, which I'm going to get onto, bruv.
If you're on a run of results like this, if you play for Liverpool, if you manage Liverpool, you know the pressure is there, and I don't think it has changed much after this loss. But if it did, then the most positive thing about tonight was that the position we were in, 2-0 down, and we weren't really pushing for a goal because we weren't able to.
Whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? The players you put on the pitch to sacrifice? That's their fault? Come on, bro.
The fans were behind the team, were supporting us, and that gives me the feeling that Saturday, when our players will show how much it means to them, our fans will be incredibly supportive for us Saturday. But again, we face a team that has rested a week to play us, and that's Villa.
Again, is that Villa's problem now? Like, you had a choice, you made a choice, you rested a whole starting 11. There are no excuses for you, bruv. There are no excuses for you in this game. You made your changes. You have to live with that now, bruv. You have to live with that now. This is all on you.
Who will be back for the
Be up,
weekend?
Ends.
Is Alexander or Gravenberch likely to for Aston Villa?
I think Ryan has a good chance. The other ones are going to be, let's wait and see tomorrow and Friday. But I don't know all of them, but I think Ryan has the best chance from all of them. Yeah.
Well, so no Jones, no Isak, but Gravenberch is back. Okay.
Mike?
A year ago in those rounds, you'd have Salah, say, on the bench, and some of the other senior players on the bench. Was it the fact that you wanted zero risk at all, that you wouldn't have them even?
I'm not too sure if that is right what you are saying, because when we played West Ham, I don't think Salah was on the bench. But maybe I'm wrong, maybe you are right. But I don't think he was. So a year ago, we did the same. But maybe the lineup felt differently. I said this also for the television, that before I went out, I saw City's lineup, and I don't think they had one starter from the weekend. But it felt as if you look at their lineup, they played with their 11 starters. So maybe it also gives a little bit of an insight that everybody has always said how big of a squad we are having. When we played Chelsea, I said they're missing 8, but they can still bring Estevao in. Now we're only missing 4 players at the moment, and already we needed to start with 4 players under the age of 19. And after I made 2 substitutions, we were on 6.
What the fuck is that, bro? What is Man City got to do with anything, bro? I did, Tosca. I made it 10 minutes, bro. These people want to spam and do foolishness. Like, I make videos on Arsenal when I want to be critical of them. I'm not blowing their ass, blowing smoke up their ass and saying how good they are and all this sort of shit there, which they have been. Other people want to be blowing smoke up their ass, but me... But by the way, the cheek of these Arsenal fans and bots and whatever the fuck they are, we're defending champions, bruv. Do something. Please let this be the year you finally do something and shut all of us up. Please.
Is there anything you can say to Nalo after that the second red card in 2 appearances?
Oh,
I didn't need to
poor
say.
fella.
Yeah, I didn't need to say that much, because another thing which I liked, but yeah, it's not the most important thing. But Ibu and Virgil immediately went inside to speak to him, to talk to him. So that one for him is to go.
And just the performance on Calvin Rams, that was his first game.
Yeah.
Anyways, waffle, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Rubbish, nonsense, nothing of note. Bro, some of these comments are absolutely rinsing this man, bro. Like, people have had enough. 770 comments, and people have had enough. Where are we here? So, not an excuse, but keep bringing up the same things. This is Liverpool. You know what you signed up for, and that's playing every 3 days. It is what it is. I don't remember this being an issue last year when Liverpool were cruising. Come on, man. From palace to palace, I think it's over. Let's turn it around this Saturday. Yeah, fat chance. Never expected him to play a total reserve team at home against a top Premier League side like Palace. He even played a stronger team against Championship side Southampton in the last round. Yeah, it's crazy. With this sort of a gamble, Liverpool must win against Aston Villa on Saturday. No excuses. I miss how Klopp had our players pressing and running around like hungry dogs, missing the fist palms. Honeymoon is over. Start coaching. Slotty's making Roy Hodgson looking like a better manager now. Bro, that's crazy work, man. That is disgusting, bruv. This disgusting. I just can't believe it. Just nonsense, bruv. Anyways, let me say my little notes here. I made some notes here throughout the day. Shout out to Football with Ends. Man was my... I was living vicariously through the stream, the venting, the therapy, if you will. Savage, Mike, Jerry as well, the callers that jumped on stream and gave their thoughts and opinions. Bro, it's a shambles, bro. It's an absolute shambles. Big up goal ratio says, which star player left PSG before they found their form? Oh, what, you're talking about Mbappe, maybe? Which player got the most penalty goals in the last 5 years in the Premier League? I don't know. Is that Salah? I'm not sure, bro. I've got no idea. It's an absolute shambles. But some notes I made. So, Arne Slot claims City, Arsenal, Chelsea had different teams as well, which they did, but their teams looked more, stronger than ours. And again, whose fault is that? Man's talking about Esteval, for example, like being able to play for Chelsea. Whose fault is that? That's not on us. That's a Chelsea thing. They won their game 4-3, albeit cruising 3-0. Bit of a nervy finish at the end, but they got through. City, losing 1-0, ended up winning, 3-1, whatever it was. Arsenal started with youngsters, but they did have a lot of first-teamers on the bench as well. And they brought them on. Saka ended up scoring. Wanyeri scored the opening goal there. So they had players on the bench who could make something happen if the game wasn't going their way. Brighton had 1 point something XG at the halftime. Arsenal had 0 point something, so it wasn't happening for them. No shots on target. They finally had a shot on target like the 55th minute or something. We had one shot on target the whole game as well, bruv. Piss fucking poor. Claiming there are no clear reasons why we lost 6 in 7, and he's blaming long balls and shit and playing every 2 days. Man's lost the fucking plot. Spent $500 million and he's playing kids in reserves, saying it's a competition that's used to play youngsters. We have 5 injuries, and that's also hindered it. I'm not having it, bruv. I'm not having it. You don't have to play the first team in this game. You could have played a mixture. Yes, we had. Now let's count them now. Kerkez and Robertson, one of those two are guaranteed starters. Endo, on the bench, lucky to get 5 minutes a game. Chiesa, man barely plays in the Premier League, gets 5 minutes here and there. He plays a whole game in the Carabao Cup. I don't understand it. He's not a first teamer either. You had, who else you have? McAllister, maybe playing, trying to find some form. And who else? Gomez. All these players are off the bench. And it's not even like they're getting decent time off the bench. They're just on the bench, barely playing. He won't play Gomez at right back, but he'll put him at centre back, bruv. I don't understand. Or he'll put him on at right back, but he won't replace Kanate at centre back. I don't understand what he's doing here, bruv. I'm not having that bullshit. No one on the bench to bring things on if things went bad is piss poor. That is the most damning thing. Now, even I said myself this morning, I woke up, bless my wife. I love my wife dearly, very, very much so. I woke up in the morning, 6:30. I'm like, cool, it's nearly game time. I wasn't expecting anything, but I thought, okay, it's game time. Let me just have a look here. Open up the app, see who's the starting 11 is. I just looked at it, I just went, yeah, nah, it's not happening at all. And even me, like you can see here before the game, I'm going to show you here now. So if you can see that, at 6:40 a.m. my time, which kickoff was 6:45, just forfeit the game. We're not doing anything with that lineup. We would have been better off forfeiting the game, bruv. We would have been better off forfeiting that game because them kids did not deserve to be lambs to the slaughter out there, bruv. And for Arne Slot to say it's a thing we've always used for development, I am not buying it, not one bit, bruv. I am not buying it one bit. That is bullshit. Last season, when we made it to the final, man wasn't saying it's for development and to give the kids a run. You mix it up a little bit. You have a Salah on the bench. You have a Gakpo, a Wirtz, an Ekitike. Somebody to make something happen if things go wrong. Maybe if he had a couple of senior players, it would have been better off. But it wasn't because he decided not to have anybody on the bench like that. Gave everybody a rest, right? So what did he do? Did he sacrifice the kids to save himself? That result was not on the team. They gave it their all. They tried. The first 30 odd minutes we were doing okay. It looked like we had something going on there. And ultimately, We concede the goal. The second one straight after, Ismail Assar with a double dagger. Thanks for coming. And then at half-time, when I seen Mateta coming on the pitch, I'm thinking to myself, oh, fuck's sake, it's going to be a gangbang. But he didn't score anything. But, I mean, what's his name? Nelly, I think his name is. Probably got it wrong. Man got sent off. 2 games he's played for Liverpool. Twice he's been sent off, bruv. A fucking travesty, bruv. That is on slot there. It's 6 losses in 7 games, right? The last time we lost 6 in 7, and I forget who this was. Someone said on Enzo's stream today in the morning for me. He said, last time we lost 6 games in 7 was in 1902. That's 10 years after we were formed as a football club. We were, somewhat Savage said, I think, we were still Everton FC. We were still Everton, basically. 10 years last time we lost 6 games in 7, bruv. 1902. That's a long fucking time to be between a whole heap of losses. Put it this way. Julia never accomplished this. Souness never accomplished this. Hodgson never got 6 losses in 7. Although he got dismissed for different reasons because he was a Fruit Loop. But in any case, Brendan Rodgers never got 6 losses in 7. This is a team that just won the Premier League last season. I say team, club. A club that just won the Premier League last season, and we're going on 6 losses out of 7, and he thinks it's calm. I'm not having it, bruv. 4 losses in a season alone is bad. 4 across a season is bad. I think I saw a stat said Jurgen Klopp had 12 defeats at Anfield, or in total, or I think in total over like 9 years. Man's had 6 in 1 season alone so far, and Halloween is tomorrow, bruv. That's crazy work. 4 losses in 1 season is bad. 4 in a row is a fucking disaster in the Premier League. Let alone Champions League, Carabao Cup, whatever. Was 5 in 6, now it's 6 in 7, bruv. The players aren't showing desire or grit themselves. I will say that Brentford game especially, that was fucking telling on these players. The shitness that they gave. No desire to go for a 50-50. No desire to challenge for the ball. Nothing to indicate that they're trying to make something happen. No determination. Nothing pushing forward. None of that shit. None of that shit. And yeah, when Jurgen Klopp lost, 6 games or something during that, and people saying, oh, but Jurgen Klopp lost 6 games in 2021. Yeah, when we had literally no defenders, bruv. We're playing midfielders in defense, and they were getting injured. We had Reece Williams and Nat Phillips in defense, bruv. What are we doing here, bruv? It's crazy. Jurgen Klopp says he's experiencing one of his lowest spells in 20-year managerial career after Liverpool lost for the 6th successive home game. Yeah, and that was in 2021, bruv. But that's home game. This is like 4 in a row. 6 games in 7. Like 6th home game, but we went away, we do something. We draw or we get a win or whatever it was. This is diabolical work, man. Absolute diabolical. So this goes back to my thing now. He rested everybody. He rested the whole squad for Aston Villa on Saturday night. So that to me means that there is no excuses not to go and get this win. There is no, we had to rotate the squad, players are coming back from injury, it's whatever this, no. You rested everybody. Now you have no excuses. You best go win this game against Aston Villa. You best win this game against Aston Villa. If it's a draw, not good enough. There's no excuses. Villa didn't play this week. Technically, we didn't play either. Only one of Kerkez or Robertson will start on Saturday night. Which one? I don't know yet. But they're the only one of two players that will start from the team that played against Crystal Palace. Everyone else will get a run in. Gravy's back. He'll play Soboslai. Maybe McAllister at a guess. If he doesn't play Wirtz. And who else can he play in there? He can't play Jones because he's injured. So is it going to be Gravenberch, Soboslai, and Wirtz maybe in the midfield? Maybe he might play Bradley at right back because Frimpong is injured. Salah will start again because Salah starts. Ekitike will start because we don't have Isak. Gakpo will be on the left. Centre backs Van Dijk and Kanate. In goals, Mamadashvili because Alisson is still injured. So there is no excuses to not go and beat Aston Villa at home at Anfield on Saturday night at 7 p.m, bruv. No excuses at all. Team is well rested. Literally no excuses. I'm not having no long balls. No, their midfield is better than us. You had a whole fucking week to prepare for this game. No excuses from you, bruv, if we don't get this win, bruv. If we don't get this fucking win, bruv. Nothing like that at all, bruv. I'm not having that shit. So then is the time up for slot now? Is that it now? Is that curtains? A lot of people already saying, nah, this is bullshit. The excuses this man is coming out with. The excuses this guy's had. I mean, he should be sacked for the comments alone. Claiming long balls and all this sort of stuff. I'm not having it, man. I'm not having this bullshit. Bro, you are better than this, my guy. You are better than this. Where's the Arne Slot we saw last season? Where's that guy? I want to see where that Arne Slot is. Where's the Arne Slot that was tactically flexible and saw issues mid-game and changed things in the 15th or 20th minute and took players off at half-time because he saw issues? Where's that guy? Man gone disappeared. Have we been catfished maybe? But one thing is certain, we will always have 24-25 Liverpool FC Premier League champions managed by Arne Slot. That is a guarantee. There is no going back on that. No going back on that at all. It's done, bruv. I don't think he's winning against Aston Villa, if I'm honest with you. I didn't see a win in that game. I'd like to. I just can't right now. But what are some other people saying? What are some other people saying in the spaces here? Because not everyone is going to be slot out, obviously. But there are going to be some people who are going to be of the opinion that maybe Arne Slot should be given some time. That there should be a little bit more leeway. One of them is Lawrence McKenna, and I like Lawrence. I like Lawrence McKenna. I think he's pretty cool, pretty chill. Normally he has some good things, but I'm looking now and I'm hearing what he has to say, and I'm just like, I don't get it, bruv. Like, I don't know. What am I looking at here? I don't. Why? That's what I don't get. Let's have a listen to what he said here.
Probably would have also said, hey, like, you know, these results happen. Some people at this point are blaming Slot and saying first of all, the fans deserve better, or they deserve refunds, or whatever it is. When you book a ticket to the Carabao Cup, you know you're not going to see the first team. You know that you're not going to see the side that played on the weekend.
Well, that's bullshit. You're not going to see the side that played on the weekend, but you sure as shit should be able to see someone starting or on the bench that's going to make you say, oh, I got to see X player. Man was sitting there on the bench eating mango or pineapple or something like that, doing the whole, I'm here so I won't get fined nonsense, bruv. Just being there, shaking their heads behind, bruv. It's crazy.
And equally, if Arne Slot had fielded a Liverpool 11 this evening, which looked like the starting 11, the way the media, Dean Saunders, etc., would have ripped him apart, had there not been a good result, or had there been a good result, would have been, why is he fielding that? They've got Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Man City in the next 3 games, or the next however many games we've got. The next.
He's got a point there. It is damned if you do, damned if you don't. But I don't think people are saying start the starters against Crystal Palace, who also rotated at home. No, nobody would be saying that. But no one on the bench at all. Nobody on the bench. That is what is criminal. One more thing you had to say here. Big up Peppermint Freedom. Not Nick. Not Nick? What do you mean not Nick? Of course it's me. Not Nick. I don't know. Whatever that is. Maybe some joke or something. That's Klopp's team. Nicola. Basically it was Klopp's team. Yeah. That carried, where is it here? Last season. Honeymoon season. Helped by others being crap. More Liverpool. Excuses. Nah, excuses are absolutely crazy. Most Liverpool spend their receptions. Sub cycle coming up. Sub. Easy come, easy go. Peace out. Thanks for being here. Let's see his wet wipe ones. Yeah, never mind. Maybe I am a wet wipe. Anyways, what did he say here as well? So, something about, where is he here? 13 minutes and 40, again on Slot.
I'm just not in the business of writing people off. And some people are asking me, how bad does it have to be? How awful do Liverpool have to perform in order for this to be a thing where you would sack Slot? It has to be like, it has to be evident to me. It has to be publicly evident to me. Because
What is not publicly evident to you, Loss? Come on, man. 6 losses in 7. Donuts in the midfield. 8 players pushed into the opposition's half on their penalty box. Van Dijk and Kanate defending by themselves. Not 1 or 2 midfielders sitting in front to screen or make something happen, bruv. What else do you need to see, my guy? What else do you... Please tell me, what else do you need to see?
Liverpool broadly, especially at kind of, the level that employed him in Michael Edwards and, Richard Hughes, will back him. Because they will believe that, tactically, this team are going to come through and are going to kick on to a new system.
I can't. That's crazy work for me, bro. I can't, man. That's 6 losses in 7, 4 straight in the Premier League. How do you buy into that, man? How... What are people seeing, man? What are people seeing, bruv? Redman TV as well saying like, oh, this one's on onslaught. He really needs to win the next game now. And it's like, no shit. He had to win the game against Palace. He had to win the game against United. He had to win the game against Chelsea. He had to win the game against Brentford. Had to win this game against Palace again. What are we doing here? How else are you going to retain a Premier League title if you're not winning games, bruv? What the fuck is this? Before yesterday, which star player didn't start or contribute to only win in 6? I don't know, bruv. Got no idea. Big up DJ N1. We're just venting and ranting here at the moment. I don't know. You tell me, bruv. Mate, there's no excuses. If it's a draw, no. Some people might say, okay, I saw a style of play. It was different. We stopped them from scoring, blah, blah, blah. Like, if we concede first and then we claw a goal back and say finishes 1-1, some may say, okay, well, we fought back, which was good. Excuse me. And we held off and we got a draw. Let's build on that. Others will say, why do we need to claw a goal back again? Because we should be winning as we are the home team. Also, if we score first and we concede late, it's going to be Liverpool's defense, Liverpool mentality, can't handle it, and they're just going to keep crumbling. There's no 2 ways about it, bro. It's win or a loss. There are no other questions, bro. It's win or a loss. A DJ and one, I'm telling you, bro. I said we're the Man City of last season, bro. It could be even worse for us, man. It could be worse for us right now, bro. Crazy work. I mean, I saw people in some comments say, oh, it's not all bad. Alisson out and Ryan Gravenberch will help us. I'm like, why is Alisson out even a thing? People want to crash it on what's his name? I don't even know our goalkeeper's name. Woodford. Oh, fucking, I just can't be asked. No disrespect. Our goalkeeper, and saying, oh, Mamadashvili needed to be saved in case he gets injured because we don't have Alisson. Well, Alisson's on his way back, so that's one thing. But to say, why did we not have... why are we conceding so many goals? Oh, because the goalkeeper is not great. Like Redman TV said, oh, we miss Alisson here and the team are not confident with Mamadashvili behind goal. I'm like, why is it going past 10 players first? Why is this team getting bypassed so fucking easily? And why is the goalkeeper having to face 5 to 10 shots a game now? Alisson would face 1 to 3 shots and one of them would go wide. He'd save the other one and the other one would be a routine save, shall we say. Now, it's almost like the first attack on goal is a goal for the ops, bruv. It happened against Brentford, happened against Palace, fucking happened against United. Fucking hell, man. It's dumb. And that's because there's no one in front of the goalkeeper. I can't blame the goalkeeper for this. How are you blaming a goalkeeper, man? I don't understand, bruv. Alisson not there is the reason why we've been so poor. No, it's not. It's because we have no fucking midfielders in the midfield stopping the balls, trying to get through. Long balls over the top, run into space. Come on, boys, in you go. Our fullbacks are tucking inside instead of going around and having balls played to them. Gakpo doesn't know what an overlapping run is. Salah seems to have forgotten how to pass. It's a fucking shambles, bruv. Exactly. Where is Yaros? Where is Yaros? Has Yaros like been sold or something? Where is he? Yaros Liverpool. Let me have a look here. What's going on? Is he injured or something? Where is he? Why didn't he start? No, he's there. Where is he? Is that Ajax, is he? Is he gone on loan or something? Where the fuck's he gone? He's gone to Ajax. Fucking well done. Yeah, he fucking went to, I didn't even know that. He went to fucking Ajax on loan, bruv. Fucking bullshit, man. Mamadashvili, oh, we can't start him in case he gets injured, bruv. But injured by who, bro? Injured for what? Nothing. Bro, it's one pass. That's literally one pass. That's all we need, bruv. Big up, bruv. He's on loan. We didn't let him go, but he's on loan at Ajax, and Ajax are a mess at the moment, bruv. So there you have it. But yeah, we let him go. That's why we're not starting him, bruv. Because he's on loan at Ajax. Pesci on the bench. Crazy work, bruv. Crazy work. And Arne Slot has the gall to say, even if we started with our first team, it would have been difficult. So even if we played our best 11, there's still no guarantee that we get the win, bruv. What does that say about the belief in his squad, bruv? This team's confidence is shot to bits, mate. It is fucking in the toilet, bruv. One pass is all it takes. Badly, Tony. No longer have an identity. Slot killed it with his 1001 different systems. Get this idiot out of my club. Actually, I got something to play for that. Where is it here? It's not Liverpool related, but it's applicable.
When is it gonna end, Robbie? I've had enough of it.
When is it gonna end, bruv? I've had enough of it. It's fucking madness. 1 in 7, another 7 to go. Yeah, I know. What was it, 13 or 14 for you guys last season? I can't remember. But this is the thing. Even if we lose and we don't win for another 14 games, I don't have the belief that we're going to claw any points after January either. I don't see us doing anything at the moment. It is a top 4 race for Liverpool at this point in time, bruv. That's crazy. Yeah, you can say they look better. They play a little bit better. But again, not enough in this team to make something work, bruv. So then, let me wrap this up because I have something else I want to have a little bit of a rattle on about here. But ultimately now, man's got no excuses because this is now all on him, bruv. It's Villa at home on the weekend. The first team has been rested. If we see the same shit again from the kickoff, everybody pushed into the opposition half, that midfield of Villas is running through us like we're Bonnie Blue, bruv. Lily Phillips, Jenna Jameson on a gangbang, who whatever terminology you want to put behind it, bruv. We are getting gone. Absolutely finitoed. Done. That's what's going to happen, bruv. Yeah, and you guys had injuries as well. I'm not buying this, oh, we've got 5 injuries. Fuck off, man. Fuck off, Slotty Blue. Oh, my God. That's fucking diabolical, bruv.
What? What the fuck?
That's crazy work. Slotty Blue. Fuck me. Yeah, I can't even say, and even then I wouldn't be shameless to say, oh, but we got injuries, bro. Allison is out. Okay, goalkeeper, go do something. Midfielder, Gravenberch is out. Okay, make something happen. Oh, let's fucking play Verts dropping and fucking collecting the ball and playing it to who, bro? No one's making runs. Everybody's camped in the opposition half, bro. Gakpo doing his little cut-ins, not seeing an overlap. Salah's just tucking in. There was a steal. Mike Das had a shout out Mike Das. There was a steal he took. There was like one midfielder of ours surrounded by Brentford mids, and it had like Ekitike, Salah, and someone else pretty much all grouped up together. Like, what the fuck is that doing, bruv? Livy Phillips, bruv. Crazy work. Anyways, ultimately, is time up for Slot now? Well, the slot machine is broken, and at the moment, there is no fixing, bruv. The man's coming out with excuses. He's saying, oh, but other teams, this and that. I don't give a fuck about other teams, bruv. We're Liverpool Football Club. You're the manager of Liverpool Football Club. You're the coach. You're the defending champions. You need to make this shit fucking work, bruv. You need to make this shit work. So what do we do now? Do we sack him? Oh, who would you bring in instead? Bruv, I don't need to be a mechanic to tell you that my car is not working properly. I do not have to tell you, I need this part, I need that part. I just know the shit ain't working. It needs fixing. Okay? It needs fixing. Yeah, this was the dumbest fucking comment, Miser. This was the dumbest fucking comment, bruv. The dumbest comment. I saw Man City starting 11 and they didn't have one starter from the weekend, but I felt like their best team. That's a bit of an insight. Chelsea can bring Esteval in. Mariska put Esteval on the fucking bench. They started him. Whatever the fuck he did, I don't know. It's your fault that you didn't have anyone off the bench to bring in, bruv. Your fucking fault, mate. Don't give us this shit. Your fault, bruv.
Stop it. Get some help.
Miss me with that bullshit, bruv. Fuck's sakes. I've even thought of maybe just putting it out there like, maybe we bring Klopp in the interim, just to the end of the season. Little cheeky Klopp, you want to have another run with this team that you never thought you'd ever have, a Liverpool Football Club? As a joke, as a laugh. I don't think it will happen, but just thinking about it. And then it got me thinking a little bit more. And it got me thinking, what if this is an inside job from Klopp all along? Now, this is a joke, by the way. Don't take this seriously, okay? I know some people like to believe things that we say here, which will go on to the next little thing I've got. But what if Klopp built a decent team, 22-23, challenged in 23-24, said, all right, I'm done now, thanks for coming, I'm out of it. Slot comes in, does minor tweaks, changes things here and there, wins the league, gets the massive fund backing that he's gotten from FSG to bring in all these big players and bring in players that are player of the year, player of the season in their respective clubs, you know, touted as high potential players and one of the best strikers in the world and all this other blah, 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 whatever. Some of it factual, by the way, but still. Bring in all these players only for them to change everything, flip it on its head, make it worse from believers to doubters, and then to Klopp to come in there and just take over with the new players with all these players that he never thought he'd sign, prof. Just as a joke. As a joke, because right now anything is better than Arne Slot at the moment, and people will keep raging, bruv. Rivals will do their thing, Liverpool fans will be pissed off. It's fucking mad. Yes, bang on, yes, the timing of that Klopp interview on Diary of a CEO was fucking hilarious, bruv. Hilarious. I've been putting in work on the Slippy G in agenda. Crazy. That is the hilarious part. That's my Liverpool rant over, bruv. See the thumbnail? The storm, bruv. The storm is in the background, bruv. You know, when you walk through a storm, you never walk alone. You hold your head up high, bruv. Right now, the storm is coming and everyone's ducking for cover like this, bruv. We're all doing this, bruv. We need to hide away from the storm, bruv, because it's crashing down on us. A fucking travesty, man. A fucking travesty. And I'm the dickhead that said at the start of the season, it's all right, 5 games, last minute winners, doesn't matter. We're winning games. We'll only get better. Let's see where we are after 10 games. Well, we see where we are after 10 games. 7th place or 8th place in the Premier League. 1 loss in the Champions League. Out of the Carabao Cup. 4 losses in a row in the league. Possibly 5 on the weekend, maybe. Could be a 3rd defeat at Anfield this season. Fucking shambles, bruv. Absolute fucking shambles. But in saying that, I want to say one more thing before I wrap things up here. One more thing before I wrap things up. We are content creators. We all have our bits that people look at us for, where some like the shamelessness, some like the humor, some like the analysis. I don't do tactics. My analysis is next to dog shit, so I don't do the tactics thing, which is why I don't do breakdowns or anything like that. That's my own ignorance. I own that wholeheartedly. I'm not a tactico. I'm not a scholar dickhead, as KG says. That's not my thing. Some people like that. Some people like the shamelessness, the humor, the crash outs, blah, 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 blah. So every personality is a character in a way. And it got me thinking. I was listening to Lee Gunner the other day. Shout out to Lee. And he was talking about people saying the maddest things to get like a viral clip or a little viral moment and make something of themselves and have people go after them and try and, you know, get them on the next stream and profit off of them, or try and make a name for themselves, get the bag, get on, you know, the mainstream and all this sort of stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it got me thinking, like, in a sense, that's what a lot of people overseas want to do. If you're in the area, if you go to the games, if you live in the city, or if you're in the country at least, that is possible for you. And it got me thinking, how many of the people coming through today that make content are doing it because they actually want to speak about football, and how many are doing it because they want to make a name for themselves and have a career out of this? This is not my career. I work a 9 to 5. I have a good career. My missus works. We're good. We're happy. We're healthy. That's the best part. I DJ on the weekends. I make music. I get a little bit of cash from this where I do here and there, and I'm good. I don't have money problems, touch wood for now. I'm happy and calm in that regard. But for others that want to try and make this a thing, How hard do you work? Do you graft? Do you stream for hours on end? How many outlandish things do you have to say for people to take notice and then start paying attention to you, which then gains you more recognition and then gets you on these other channels? Now, this isn't a jealousy thing. If I wanted to be shameless and say mad things, I could do the same thing. Big up, Cass. Big up, Cass. I can do the same thing, but that's not me. But some others out there, they want to. And now I see people flipping, and what they said last season, they're changing it now. And it's almost like they're playing a character. It's almost like they're playing it away. So I was having a chat with my mate Chris earlier today. Big ups to Chris. And we're just talking about people that have changed their tune in the Man United scene. And we're thinking, hang on a second, wasn't he saying it was bad for Ten Hag to be doing this, but now he's saying it's okay for Amorim to be doing this? And it's like, it's a flip. So are they actually honest about their change up, or are they doing this shameless thing, being characters, trying to make something of themselves, get the views, get the content and all that sort of stuff? That's what I understand, bruv. That's what I don't get. For me, that's where it's at. I don't know if people are just doing shit for the sake of it, or if people actually believe in what they're saying these days. It's a tricky one. Some of them are genuine, some of them are actually funny, some of them actually have something about them. A majority of the people, I enjoy their content. Some of them are a bit much for me, but I still big them up every single time. Others coming through now that you've seen in the last year or two, I don't know, man. It's like they're all trying to do the most to get the most views, which I understand. But this has gone from talking about football or your favorite team because you love it, and now it's about making a name for yourself and just trying to get out there and be the next big thing. I don't know. That's what I've observed, at least. That's what I've observed. It's a bit annoying, but it is what it is. That's all I have to say. I'm absolutely cooked now. I'm going to go kick back and make something to eat. I'm going to do my thing, and I'm sure the streams will be coming through now, and we're going to make light of everything happening. So, yeah, a lot more crash outs to come, a lot more people to be speaking about this. And make sure you do catch Never a Foul, which is on, in an hour or two. And there's going to be some highlights in that, no doubt. A lot of crash outs, a lot of banter. Some like it, some don't. Yeah, it is what it is. The Storm has come back to Liverpool. There is no way forward. Aston Villa on the weekend. It is do or die for Klopp. There is no other way. If there's no win, it's curtains, bruv. It has to be curtains. There is no other way. It has to be curtains. Can't be anything else but. It's an absolute fucking shambles. We're going to move over to FamZone TV. Shout out to Dean, who's talking about Liverpool as well over there. Mons always looks stressed, DJ N1. Mons always looks stressed. But we're going to go over to FamZone. Big up to FamZone TV. Just when you go over there, just type in Club Raid. Let's go Club Raid like that. In the chat, show him some love. That's it from me. I'm out of here. Peace out. One love. Even to the trolls. The curtains on the wall. Yeah, the curtains on the wall. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy your day. The Storm is here. It's back at Liverpool, bruv. Need to get rid of the Storm. Crazy work, people. Crazy work.
End the stream, Dave! End the stream! End it, blood! End it now!